All right. This is what's going to go. Okay. We're breaking down the yak's hide. I got lost of track of time. Hi, Mr. Pork. How are you? How are you? I'm going to show you what it looks like, and then we're going to start breaking her down. Okay. Let me turn this
here.
You know what to do. All right. I'm going to need Hunter.
Here.
Grab this, Hunter. Here. Grab the yak. All right. I'm going to
put it in a freaking awkward position.
I'm going to use this sawhorse to help break it down. I'm going to show you what it looks like, okay? Just grab it. I'm just going to need to hide.
Put it in a position.
Just pick it up.
I can't just pick this up. More than one person, you know.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to help him. Let's show the camera what the yak hide looks like now. Ready? It's still heavy, not as heavy, but it is heavy. All right. Ready?
Not really.
Okay, show them turn it around. Show the camera the leather. All right, bring it down. Can you see the leather, the inside? Can you see what it looks like now? It's more black. All right, this is going to be harder. My helper didn't show today. Here.
Because he's busy.
We had plans, but to do a yak's hide, Hunter, make sure you can see me. Put it over the sawhorse, please.
You mean this?
Yes, that's the sawhorse.
All right.
It still takes two people to carry. It's going to be a heavy ass blanket. Push it, pull it towards you.
Here.
More. I need the edge of it. More. More.
This is.
Have a half hanging off. More. More. I know. It's okay. Can you look at the computer? See if they see me. Can you see me, guys? Okay. All we have to do now is keep rubbing the backside to break down the leather. And we're going to do that till it's pliable and soft. Hannah, can you read the comments? Hannah, can you read the comments? Hannah's going to read the comments for me. Mr. Pork's in there. Hi, Mr. Pork. How are you? Who else is in there?
There's Coco.
Hi, Cal.
Faith.
Hi, Faith. How are you, sweetheart?
And
See?
Debbie J.
Hi, Debbie J. We're just going to keep... Hunter, you want to break the other part? We're just going to run it through. I'm rubbing this leather piece against the sawhorse. Okay, grab a piece and start going back and forth with it. Okay, I don't want to do it. We put egg solution on it. I don't think could be a blanket. It is heavy. I can't lift this thing. But we got to do this till this is flexible and bendable. And it's going to take weeks. And of course, my helper isn't here. course. And then after we get done doing this, then I brush her. I brushed a little piece of her, and she really is brushing out nicely. I'm just taking these chunks, just getting them out. They're not savable. I might have this as a rug. I don't know. This is heavy, guys. Still heavy. But I have a broken back, and I can only lift so many pounds. But we keep rubbing it back and forth. Let me get so I can see what you guys are saying and have any questions. I put basically 2 dozen eggs, 2 cups of olive oil, 2 cups of olive oil, 2 squirts of Dawn dish soap. You need it until have it. It's hard. I'm gonna keep breaking it until it's very flexible, like a blanket. I won't, Cal. I won't. What makes me upset is I paid the guy in full, and he's supposed to come out here today. Yes. This is gonna, I'm hoping to be a blanket, but it's heavy. So I might do, it's from a yak, and yaks are like a cow, but a little smaller, but they have longer hair. And I'm going to be brushing it out. So if I don't call your name, please forgive me. Hello. Hi, Warpath. Hi, Faith. Hi, Cal. Hi, Mr. Pork. Here, I'm going to drop a link in case anybody has questions. I was hoping to do it with somebody. Of course, I don't blame Hunter, but when the weather gets cold, guess what he's going to go get out of the hack hide? Okay. I'm slower than a 7-year itch. I can't see the sun in the room. Okay. Oh, there you go. Grab a link if you have questions or want to talk. It's going to take about, I would say, a good week to break her down. You just got to go back and forth on it. I'm going to need a couple people because this thing is heavy. I was thinking what I could do is when the winter blows really bad, I could put it against the wall and it will break the wind from coming in. You need to. I had a crew. It's too hard of a work for them. They didn't like it. One guy only lasted 10 minutes. The other guy lasted a couple days. This guy here lasted for a while, and he was short of money, so I upfronted him the money, and now he's a no call. Is Roger in here? Hello, Roger, if you're in here. If I don't see you, it's hard to see with the sun. Hello, everybody in here. Hello. How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's doing good. I'm going to see if I can balance this on the yak. I don't know if I can. Hunter, come here. Thank God for Hunter. Hunter, come here. I need you to set up a table beside me and plug my laptop in. And bring me my glasses. What? Bring me my glasses and set up that little kitty thing, and so I can put the laptop. I'll show you where I had it on. Well, come here. I'm going to start working on it.
Wait, what cutie thing?
Right there. So we can put the laptop here and plug it in. And then go get my glasses and then text our helper and see where he's at. Because he's supposed to be here. He said he was going to be here today.
Well, you could be busy. Ow. I plugged your laptop back in.
Roger told me that you were coming on. Wouldn't have known. I'm sorry, Warpath. I'm sorry. I was waiting for the information on my worker, but he never got back to me. He said Sunday. That's all he said. And usually around the middle of the day. Here, put this here so I can work on this. Tonight we're going to have Spanish rice. Oh, my son Cody got me something. Do you guys know that certain sunflowers makes a sunflower potato? I did not know that. And he grew those sunflowers, and I have a small bag of sunflower potatoes. They do not taste like potatoes. So I'm going to cook them for you and try them. He told me what they're supposed to taste like. They're supposed to taste kind of nutty, sweet. I don't know. They could be gross. I have no idea. How to bring me my glasses, please. This is going to be, I'm holding on the fur. The fur is secure in there. It's not falling out. And if you notice, the belly is black. It's not as white and gooey as it was before. So far, it's working okay. It's a lot of hard work. If you don't have a broken back, it might not be as hard. This is a heavy sucker. I think if I used it as a blanket and I needed to get out fast, like if I had a pee emergency, I don't think I could get this thing out off of me. I can't read you guys. He's got to get my glasses. I was running late. I was playing Dead by Daylight. Sorry. And I looked at the time and went, oh, sheesh. I play Dead by Daylight to get my mind off of things sometimes.
I had to clean up a mess, but the dog spilled all over my soul.
Uh-oh. Maybe I can see now. Oh, better.
That's the thing to help.
Let you know by time. I know. I'll be late at my own funeral. I really will. Ah, get the service. I know. He quit his job. He thought he had another job, but that fell through. And he has a little kid to take care of, a 3-year-old. And she's pregnant. She's having a hard time, almost miscarrying. So it's all on him right now. And so I felt bad. When you scrape this off, the egg comes off. So I'm going to, once I get done, I'm going to, hi, Super Snoops. I'm going to wash it after I brush it out and all that. So you just back and forth until the hide gives, like a blanket or a rug or whatever you want. Right now it's stiff and heavy. I shouldn't say stiff. That could have come out wrong. Oh, I gave my neighbor the tongue and some mashed potatoes with cheese on it. And he loved it. He absolutely loved it. You just got to get past that visual of the tongue, taste buds, and all that. I talked to a lady that does tanning, and she says these sawhorses work great. So when I'm done with all this, I'm going to give it to my son. Long time no see, FaZe. What you been up to, girl? How's California for you? Hey, FaZe, do you want me to send you this rug? This cowhide? I'm going to call tomorrow for the other cowhide, the cowhide that they were supposed to give me, and keep selling it to the hide guy. But I'll get that. I gotta go later today and get more meat. I'm keeping it at my son's house. I bought him 2 deep freezes to hold it, the 1,000 pounds of meat in. Do you have only 2 by? I need that, Faith. Yeah, I'm gonna get that. The lady said I wouldn't need it if I have this, but a 2x4 will work, and I'll pinch it in there and I'll work it. I'll tell you what, I'll call my helper and chew his ass out and make him do it. Make him earn his money. And if you're my helper and you're watching this, shame on you. Where are you, buddy? You said today. Gonna haunt your ass. I paid for services. It's not done. You're working 6 days a week. Oh, girl, I'm sorry. We've missed you. We missed you. I'm sorry. You're getting money built up for Christmas, huh? Do not say him often. Offer the sir. Okay. Well, I'm going to work the money I gave him off. If I have to go get his ass myself. Right now, it feels like it's hard and it's rough and it needs to be broke down because it's hard to rub against. And I think I'm going to need you said, a 2x4 and put it somewhere and break it down that way. I had an option to put it on a tree to stretch it to help break it, but I was at a state park and I hate to nail in a tree. You know what I mean? I just stopped to say, hey, and quit like to go on. Do you guys have fun? I don't want to. Oh no, you're fine, Super Snoops. You're fine. You're fine. Now I definitely have to clean it because there's, as you can tell, there's a lot of gunk. Here, let me brush it for you and let me show you how nice. There's some hair that comes out, but there's fur that comes out, but there's a lot of fur that don't. That little girl was playing with my yak brush. I have no idea. It's this little girl where she put it. Oh, there it is. You know what I could do? I could brush it and make him do the hard part. See, it comes out gray. It's just like hair. It has snarls. The dead fur does come out. I know the animal's dead, so you think all the fur's dead, but it keeps a lot in. It's just those tangles, you know, where the fur was coming out because it was shedding and collected in the fur. At least if I get this done, I can worry about breaking the hide with somebody. I try to hire somebody to help me keep. There's days I'm really super tired and hurting. And I thought, if somebody comes twice a month, and it only takes 5 minutes to sweep her up. You know what I mean? Inside. But she was going to charge me $75 to sweep and mop and do some dishes if I didn't get to them. I've got to call somebody, you know, and I'm thinking $75 for less than an hour. To me, that's insane. Hunter said he's going to step it up and he's going to help me. And my hot water heater stopped working. I am blowing a fuse, so I've got to figure out my PS4 and my TV is yanking a lot of energy out that keeps blowing my circuit or that area. And so I've got to, I'm going to look for a tiny generator. I have a big one I probably could use for the extra. I don't know. I want to get several things before the winter. My skirting is coming. Winter skirting is coming about Tuesday. I'm going to insulate the bottom. Guys, I never promote a thing on here, do I? Gorilla Tape. I put insulation underneath the camper trailer, drove 20 miles, and it's still holding. It is still holding. Yes. My yak is in one piece, except for the head and the tail. But yeah, and most of the legs. But yeah, my yak's still in one piece. Are you guys ready for Halloween? I got some candy, but Hunter's eating the heck out of it. See how nice it's coming out? It's going to be lovely. Now, the dogs are now interested in the yak hide. I don't know what changed their mind. Before they could care less. Now they're like, what's over there? And there's nothing in there that would hurt them. I pay my friend grandma for her 20. Oh, really? 20 an hour? See, that's what I was going to offer her, 20 an hour. And it's not even going to take an hour. But she wants 75. And I'm like, no, I'm sorry. I'll get my lazy bum out of the bed when I'm hurting, take a muscle relaxer and do about 20 minutes of it, and it'll look great. But I just wanted the walls to wipe down and mopping in places I can't get. Oh, when I made the cow tongue, I think Harley was mad at me because right after I got off, she peed on my bed. That little shit. And this morning, I was in the corner of the queen size bed. Here she was laying, her ribs on back on one pillow, and the other pillow is her shoulders and head. So I didn't have a pillow. I didn't have covers, but she had most of the bed. She is a bed hog. Guys, grab that. Take a dump. We don't do this here. This is not allowed. Just block his behind. I do not play that game. I will not play that game. And you know what, sir? Jesus wasn't white. But I don't care what color skin Jesus had. It's what Jesus did for us. And if you look at somebody's heart and their soul, that's what a real person does, not this color of their skin. And how dare you? How dare you to do that? You know, that's effed up. I'm going to make Spanish rice. Thank you. Thank you, Faith. I can't stand people like that. I really can't. We have people watch it. If I don't get this done before winter, I'll just hang it up on the wall and it'll keep the winter out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Those people really need mental help. You know what I mean? They really do. And sir, if you're still here, I know a therapist that can help you. We don't put up with that. Everybody's beautiful. And God made more than one color skin for a reason. He didn't discriminate on what color skin he loves the best. He loves us all. See, it's just that those knots that I'm worried I'm going to get that cowhide and it's going to start snowing. They're talking about bad weather coming in this week and next week. Good. I'm glad he's gone. He needs to be gone. That's just wrong. I do not put up with that. So how are you guys getting ready for Halloween? Are you ready for Halloween? Are you going to dress up for Halloween? Yeah, I agree, Warpath. That person needs to get treated. Yeah. That person needs help. We don't play those games over here. See how beautiful it's coming out? I know I'm getting the dead fur out. I know it's dead because the yak's dead. But this went through, instead of 3 days, I did 6 days of salt water bath. And then I let it dry it out for about a week and a half. And then took it to the car wash. And then I put on dish soap and washed both sides, the fur and the belly, or the skin part. And then I let that dry, and then the egg solution. And now breaking it down so it could be a blanket or a rug, and then brush it out. But I'm gonna let the other guy break it down, or I'm gonna get a 2x4 because it's heavier than I thought. Oh, really? Yeah, I'm save the hide. I am. Okay, we have people driving around and looking. Hi, how are you? Happy Sunday. Okay, this is what it looks like. I put an egg solution on her. Egg, peppermint. See how black that is? Egg yolk, peppermint, Dawn dish soap, olive oil. And I let it dry. And then I'm supposed to be breaking it, but it's heavier than I thought. And to break her down, you got to go back and forth every inch of the place till it gets bendable, pliable. Since my worker didn't show up today, I'm going to chew his ass out and make him do it, but he probably won't show now. I've lost so many people because this is hard work. Kudos to people who used to do it in the past. You know what I mean? This is not easy, guys. But I am disabled. If I can do it, anybody could do it. You know what I mean? It's just a little extra work, and you can't work on it as long as you can if you are not injured. Hey guys, what do you think? You think if I lay it with the fur down and take a 2x4 and work it? That's the man's last hour. Yeah. Sorry to volunteer. It is, Debbie J. It is a lot of work. And I understand why these things are expensive. And I understand there's a nurse that her husband just skin the animal and clean 90% of it and sell it. And I go, well, he's almost done. Why isn't he done? Finish it. Well, now I know why. Now I know it's not as big as that. It's like raccoons, rabbits, you know what I mean? Foxes, coyotes, small things like that, which wouldn't take as long as this yak. But at the end of it, guys, I don't think if I go home, you are keeping the hair of the hide. Granddad used it to bucket water for a few days. And then really? Yeah, Hondo, I am. I'm not going to scrape it. I'm going to keep the hair on the hide for warmth. It's just, I'm getting these knots out. That's all I'm doing. And I think the regular cow is going to be easier because it's short hair and I don't have all this. All I would be doing now is breaking the hide and getting it flexible. Minus a step, so it would be a step easier. I've got to get a hold of them Monday because I bought a cow that had a hide on it. They sold the hide to the hide man, and then they promised me an Angus hide, which they did not deliver. Then they promised me another hide. They did not deliver. And so Monday I'm going to go talk to them and go, hey, I asked for the hide. I wanted the hide and you sold it. Something I totally paid for. Give me a hide. A cow hide. I mean, they gave me this for free, but this is not a cow. It's a yak. I still want my cow hide. I don't think I could do it this year unless I rent a place indoors because it's going to start getting bad this week. Oh, this is a big bad dot. I keep looking and hoping my worker will come. Hunter, call the worker and see if he's going to be coming. It'd be easier for two of us to break that hide. I thought once it's done, it's going to be a lot lighter, and it is a lot lighter than it was because it took about 3 to 4 guys to carry it at first. Now it only takes 2. So it is a lot lighter, but it's still too heavy for me. And if anybody feel a saddle, how hard that is, this is how hard that is. This is right here. And I think I'm going to be cutting that off. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Because the fur didn't stick to that. And I don't know what I did wrong. But this is a trial and error, and I'm learning. Hondo, I need to start watching your videos. I'm basically moved. I've just got to insulate. I have a cover to cover the camper, and it has a door opening, and I've got skirting for winter that's insulated that's coming by Tuesday. And then I'm going to insulate the underneath a little some more. And then underneath the underneath the cover. I'm gonna insulate it. The fiber, what I can do with it. Do you want me to send it to you, Faith? I ever caught 250 pounds? No. Hondo, I caught a 100-pound shark. No, kidding. 250. Ow, that had to be a heck of a fight. It had to have been fun to reel that baby in. Oh, I love fishing. And I'll take my camera and show you the dog park and then the rock quarry, which filled and they put fish in there. So we can go fishing in the rock quarry. I could park my camper trailer there, but I have grandkids. And if they go outside to play, I don't want them to fall into the rock quarry. You know what I mean? This has a playground. So tonight I'm having Spanish rice, nothing yicky. Hunter could not eat that tongue. He tried. The visual of that tongue was nasty. There is some camper trailers that are going to stay all year round. The guy behind me, he did the foam. He hired it done like what people do between the walls underneath. I cannot do that because that will screw up my warranty. I have a 2-year warranty, 2 or 3, I'm not sure. I paid $3,000 for that damn warranty, and I don't want to make it not in void because I put $2,000 worth of foam under there. You know what I mean? That you have to chisel to in case it breaks. They'll be expensive. No, Kim, you need to take your time. Okay. I'll be a project for you. Okay. 120 pound sailfish, 400 cotton. Really? 900 tiger shark? Well, I caught a baby. He was only 100. I also caught 50 pond musk. Really? Black bass, 8-pound smallmouth, and a pound of a flathead catfish. What do you use for bait? I usually use earthworms, or I do the chicken liver, or make it rotten and then put it in pantyhose with a hook in there. You're all ready for winter, huh? Unless you miss Michelle smell. Sorry. That wasn't funny. No, that wasn't funny. That was bad and gross. Sorry, guys. Sorry. That was gross of me. Hey, Hondo. You probably know the answer to this one. Did I eat the shark? No, I didn't. People were walking around with sharks and they were flipping back and forth and they would knock it against the pier and knock it out. I'm not that tough and I couldn't take my gun. Hondo, I got a question for you. My PS4 and my TV is too much. It keeps popping the breaker. Can I get a little generator that will work for inside the house? I got a big one that will run the whole camper. It will run a 2-bedroom home. Can I get a little one just for a couple things like that and have it in the home? Hondo. At the bottom shelf. Hondo, I wouldn't be at that V anytime soon. No. I don't think you get the smell out. Something might jump out at you and make you itch. Warning about a Great Dane. If anybody thinks they want to get a Great Dane, please talk to me. I caught a 40-pound black drum, 50 pounds red drum. Wow. Great Danes like to sit on people. My lap is fine. Not when I'm going to the bathroom. She comes and sit on my lap or my knee. When I'm in bed playing PS4 and I'm kind of leaning over the controller, she would sit on my back. I woke up with pressure on my head and she was sitting on the side of my head. She loves to sneak in my purse, and I got to get her. Warpath is right. I need to get her own purse. She pulls things out of my purse. How in the heck did she get my $100 out of my purse? I don't know. I woke up and here she comes with $100 in her mouth. I would be laying on the side. She would be sitting on my ribs, and 90 pounds on your ribs. It's hard to breathe, you know? And you tell her to get off. And she looks at you like, why? It's comfortable. I had her sit on my shoulder. She makes Scooby looks tiny. I thought I had a big dog with Scooby. Scooby's 53 pounds. Now he reminds me of a poodle next to her. So, yeah, she sat on my head. I woke up and her tail's like this, and she's like that, and I'm like, oh my God, I love you to get off. I mean, the farts on you. I know it's popping your breaker. Use the generator. Sounds like you have electric issues. Oh, with your PS4. Okay, thank you, Hondo. I'll use my generator. I'll get it down and get it going today and then plug those things in. I'm going to get a big, huge heater that would heat the whole camper. It also screwed up my hot water heater, so I'm going to have my neighbor. I've got to get it repopped and get the hot water heater restarted. And then I'm going to plug 90% into my generator. I'll use that because I paid for it, and I'll just put it right beside my camper and run it. Might as well get the use out of it. Thank you, Hondo. Yeah, it's popping my breaker. I don't have lights in my bedroom. I don't. The hot water heater screwed up. It screws up with the air conditioning. And so, yeah, I'm going to have my son come out again and repop it, but I'm going to plug everything else into the generator. I'm going to try to see if I can pop the breaker myself. I tried this morning, but it didn't go. And that might be reason why my electric blanket isn't working, because it don't. It's in my room. The issue is. So maybe my electric blanket will work now. Oh, one bad thing about a Great Dane. We had a Great Dane when I was a kid, about 13, 14 years old. And we lived in an old 5-bedroom farm home, right? And we were watching TV, and we learned when he gets up and leaves the room, that means warning, silent fart is coming. And we have to leave that room because it was so bad. Now, imagine a camper trailer with a bedroom, bathroom, kitchen, dinette, and sofa. And Harley lets one out. That smell goes to the kitchen. It just, and I can't breathe. My eyes water. And she stands it, but she's just like, oh, well. She looks at me. like live with it or whatever. I don't know what she's thinking. But I think the reason why she peed on my bed the other night is I wouldn't feed her the rest of the cow's tongue. She wanted it all to herself. Like I said, I'm making Spanish rice. I have a neighbor that informed me that he does not cook. So I will be sending some Spanish rice over there too. Women, he is single. He is single, and he's a very sweet guy. So anybody's looking for a man, he's part Native American. He's on the thinner side, but if you guys are looking for a man, there's one right next to me. He's a sweet, sweet man. Warpath? No, Warpath. No, he's not my type. I give up men. I'm too old for men. Warpath, I didn't have to cut my line. I brought it up out of the water, up to the piers where you put your hand, you know what I mean? And it was flipping and flopping, and the line broke, and I had 100-pound test line. So I knew it was over 100. So I was like, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Do you guys think it would work if I laid this on its fur and take a 2x4 and run it across it? Had to go have a big cash on you. He's going to, yeah, crash. No, you want him. No. I don't know. I'm too old. I'm 63. No. He's just a nice guy for a sweet girl. I'm too ornery. I don't think he could take my craziness. And my life is never boring for some reason. It is never boring. I have to run up to my son's house. I ran out of meat. So I've got the heart. Do you guys want me to make the heart and those sunflower potatoes? I'm too. Warpath, you're still a puppy. What you mean? We're young at heart, right? But see how nice it's brushing out? See how nice it's brushing out? Hunter. Poor kid. I've got to start working on Harley because when I get up to do something, she's like right in the way, like, where you going? Well, she's too big to step over. And especially if I have to go to the bathroom, her and Scooby would be, well, she's trying to take Scooby's collar and pull him around right in front of the toilet. Or if she wants to beat me at the door. And what is really hard is when she gets the zoomies in that little trailer. You know how puppies get zoomies? I have that path from the couch to the bed, to the couch to the bed. She would run from the couch to the bed, to the couch to the bed, and leaping on the couch, pushing off, running to the bed, pushing off. And if I'm laying there, she would push off of me and have 90 pounds jumping on you, turning around and pushing off. It's like, ugh. So now Kim is a big freak. Yeah, I am. Sure, Kimmy, you're this is kid. Your next project, everyone's know that you're a super freak. I know I am. I am. Some guys are cougar hunters. Poor Beth. You cannot run. You can run, but you can't hide. Ooh, Hondo, are you a cougar hunter? Are you talking about yourself there? Are you talking about yourself there? I know this is boring just watching me brush. I'm going to get a board so I can use that point to break it down. Because this is not sharp enough, I don't think, to break it down, and it's too heavy. So I got to go to figure out plan B on this thing to break her down. Unless I make a, some people make it like a frame and then tie it up in that frame and stretch it each other day. You know what I mean? Make little holes in it and then each day stretch it and stretch it and stretch it. Now, all fails, I can make that frame. Yeah, we're about right. Hondo, are you? You notice he's not answering. I'm waiting to run into. See how knotted this is? I'm waiting to run into some yak poo. It's too knotted up to really clean it. If there's any poo, get into the yak's fur and knot it up. But I'm gonna clean it again once I'm done with everything. I think I'm gonna make a frame. Buy some wood, make a frame, tie her up, and then each day stretch her. Just stretch it. And it don't smell. That's what gets me. I don't smell peppermint, but I don't smell the yak. You know what I mean? Have you guys ever tried that sugar-free Dr. Pepper? It's nasty. And guys, do not eat cheeseburgers in Iowa and Nebraska. Go check the states that are McDonald's, Quarter Pounder, Burger King's cheeseburgers, gas stations food, cheeseburgers. There's a lot of cheeseburgers across Iowa, Nebraska, different states that has E. coli in it. So get a fish sandwich if you need to, or eat at home, or Arby's. You know what I mean? Just stay away from the cheeseburgers if you don't make it for a while. I'm wondering if they hit the intestine of the beef or somebody didn't wash their hands. I do. I've seen a guy at a Chinese restaurant, a woman, I misspoke, a woman. I was going to the bathroom, and when we washed her hands, she came out of the stall with her uniform on and just left. And I followed her to her, and she was dishing up food. And I thought, oh, how freaking nasty. The Pizza Hut here, down here, they didn't put any sauce on it. They didn't change their gloves very well. But I called, I said, there's no, I pulled back the toppings and the crust. There was no sauce. She goes, I put sauce on it. I did it myself. I know there's sauce. I says, bam, there's no sauce. Well, then you need to order extra sauce. Otherwise, I have to pay for extra sauce. I want sauce on my pizza, which I'm going to be making pizza in a couple days. I bought some pound of pepperoni. Yes, Cal is a lovely. All you drink is Dr. Pepper? Yeah, give your explanation on how you hunt for you. Oh, I love you guys. I really do. And I want to thank you for coming. I know it's boring sometimes. Um, but I think we have fun talking to each other and goofing around, even though you're watching me brush a yak's hide. Okay, I'm being honest. I've never heard. Have you ever heard of a sunflower making potatoes underground for where the roots are? My son had some sunflowers that made potatoes, and he said sunflowers do that, but they taste like nutty and sweet. God, I hope they're not poisonous. I'll find out because I'm going to try them. But I've never heard sunflowers do that before in my life. But I'm just a old redneck grandma. I don't know anything. You know what I mean? I'm just surviving. Yeah, I'm going to break out that generator today. I hope they told me it was about $1,000. They told me it was good for 2-3 bedroom homes. So a trailer should be a lot easier to use. I figured if the power goes out, oh, there's a lot of knots in this thing. Guys, if you have a choice between a yak hide or a cow hide, do a cow hide because their fur is very short and you really don't have to mess with this like this. That's going to take about a week to brush through. Might take longer to break its hide, but then you know it's going to shed inside the house or inside the trailer. I don't know if I want all this on my bed. So what's your plan this? You guys had a good. Oh, hi Panda. How are you? How are you? I am showing you that yak's hide, and I'm gonna have to get a 2x4. But the lady that does tanning, but she does tanning on smaller animals, she said the sawhorse would work great, but not for a yak. But you have to go back and forth like this until the hide is pliable, movable, like a rug, a blanket. Of course, my helper didn't show today. So I'm going to call him and find out what's going on. So right now, till he gets here, I'm just going to be brushing it out because it's still kind of heavy. It's a lot lighter than it was, but it's still kind of heavy. Those fibers would make a nice sweater. You know what? They would, but Faith, I'll send it to you. I learned a lot about those dreams on what menopause symptoms does to a woman. That if a man visit Kimmy, they need to throw Kimmy a scratch and falls. Oh, I had offers. As young as a 19-year-old, and I told him that he's a puppy, and he would not be. He would be. No. Number one, he's a baby. you know, and they're no, I don't want to hurt them. But Hondo, menopause can do the other thing too. It could do the woman. I knew a woman that didn't want it once a month was too much for her, you know. And I looked at her and I go, "What about your husband?" She goes, "He'll live." It's like, oh, poor guy. Yeah, how's it going, Panda? Leave it to Hondo, Faith. Leave it to Hondo. Yeah, Hondo knows me. I could be a wild woman at times, huh? Well, he don't know me like that, but Faith, do you want me to send this to you? Girl, I can send it to you. All right, guys. If I ever go home, and then you guys know what home is up in heaven, who do I will this to? My kids are not going to want it. So if you guys want this, let me know, and I'll put it in my will. The yak hide goes to so and so, so and so. This is their address. Just call me and okay, Faith. Yeah, it looks. I learned a lot of those streams. Okay, yeah, I would love to do that. As you can tell, I love to do things like this. You know what I mean? And so a lot of the yak didn't go to the waste. His hide is being used. You know what I mean? Like I said, and some of the people that watch that episode or the part of the stream is when I got the deep freezes, I told him to hold 1,000 pounds of beef, and this worker goes, he's a vegetarian. He goes, you better eat all of that. And I go, sir, I just had kidneys of the beef last night. So yes, trust me, I will. He made a comment about eating a male cow or male bull penis, and I go, that's not edible. We'll have it. We'll send it to the Chinese or whoever or wherever they eat that kind of things. But I said I am going to eat the balls of a bull. So I said, so there we go. I guess he was satisfied, so he shut up. But I don't think Walmart. Oh, I got him. A worker should tell me what I should and shouldn't do. Oh. This has to have poop in it because it's around the butt area. Well, guys, I'm going to call it right now. Love you guys. Love you guys. That hide gets as used as the pool boys. You get tied up into a Kim box. Hondo, I love you. I really do. Okay, guys, I love you. I'm going to go get a cigarette. Going to call my worker and ask where in the hell he is. We're breaking down the hide. And I might just give him the hide and go, this is how you do it. Break it down. Give me love, loves you. Bye. And this is a touch screen and I can't see where my, there we go. You guys, I'll see you on the flip side. I'll be on tonight in the channels. Jenny Jen Jens and all. Love you, Hondo. I'm gonna come back and start watching your videos again.